Hello friends, welcome to Mysterious Stories. Shafilea Ahmed was born in the English city of Bradford in 1986. The significant Pakistani population of this city makes it sometimes referred to as Mini Pakistan. Shafilea's parents were also originally from Pakistan. First, we must know about Shafilea's father, Iftikhar Ahmed, if we are to appreciate this narrative. Iftikhar was born in Gujarat district, Pakistan, and when he was 10 years old, his family relocated to the UK. Iftikhar consequently grew up in the UK. Once, during a trip to Denmark, Iftikhar met a girl named Vivi Anderson. They liked each other and got married in 1980. Together, they even had a child they called Tony. But Iftikhar's family did not approve of this marriage. His parents wanted him to marry a Pakistani girl. Eventually, in 1985, while his parents were in Pakistan, he received news that his mother had passed away. Iftikhar moved to Pakistan, and while there, his family persuaded him to marry his cousin Fazana, who lived in their hamlet. Initially, Iftikhar protested, but in the end, he gave in and married Fazana. However, he did not tell his first wife, Vivi, about this second marriage. He brought his new bride back to the UK and started living with her in Bradford, where he worked as a taxi driver. Soon, Vivi found out about the second marriage and requested a divorce. They separated. Soon after, Iftikhar and Fazana welcomed a daughter, Shafilea Ahmed. As noted above, she was born in 1986. The family later moved to Warrington, another town in England. Shafilea's childhood was terribly tough. Her parents would routinely assault her physically. In 2003, when Shafilea was 17, she was so troubled that she ran away from home. She went to her local social services office and informed them that her parents abused her and that she did not want to return home. She said one parent would hold her down while the other would beat her. But why did her parents mistreat her so much? The reason was that her parents wanted her to marry a man from their village in Pakistan, and they were putting a lot of pressure on her to travel back to Pakistan and get married. Today, the UK has very strong legislation against domestic violence, but at that time, no one paid any heed to Shafilea's complaints. Eventually, she was compelled to return home. She had 3 siblings, and they were all aware of how she was being mentally and physically tormented. In February 2003, Shafilea flew to Pakistan with her parents. While there, the pressure on her to marry a man from their town rose. It's crucial to understand that Shafilea was born in the UK, in a totally different culture. She was only 17, youthful and still maturing. Being persuaded to marry a stranger in a small town in Pakistan was overpowering. In a situation of great distress, Shafilea sought to end her life by ingesting bleach. Though she lived, her throat was gravely scarred. After this occurrence, her parents transported her back to the UK. But they had already concocted a horrible plan, a plot to murder their own daughter. On September 11, 2003, Shafilea discontinued attending college. A week passed, and her instructors were anxious. They knew about her troubled home life and suspected something dreadful would have happened. They contacted the police. At her college, an effort was begun to find her. Posters featuring her photo were pasted all around. The story attracted considerable media attention, and searches for Shafilea began. The police questioned her parents, who claimed that she had merely run away. But investigators saw that her father Iftikhar was hostile and uncooperative, displaying no concern over his daughter's abduction. He already had a reputation for being short-tempered and aggressive, once striking another taxi driver's window in anger, and on another occasion grabbing a passenger by the collar. Though police had suspicions, they lacked evidence. But after 5 months, the riddle unraveled. In February 2004, after a flood in River Kent, a bag was spotted drifting near Sedgwick village. Inside were human bones and a skull. Also retrieved in the bag were a bracelet and a ring. This spot was roughly 100 miles from Shafilea's home. Although the bones were extremely deteriorated, dental records verified that they belonged to Shafilea Ahmed. The ring and bracelet also belonged to her. Shafilea had been slain. The leading suspects were her parents, but again, officials had no serious evidence. They even arrested Iftika, Farzana, and 5 other family members, but had to release them owing to a lack of proof. The case went on for 7 years. During this period, officials kept probing and seeking for evidence against the parents, who in turn accused the police of targeting them unfairly. Then, after 7 hard years, a horrifying fact came to light. On August 25, 2010, the Ahmed house was robbed. But the robbery was orchestrated by none other than Shafilea's younger sister, Alicia. During police questioning, Alicia admitted something significantly more serious than the robbery. She told the truth regarding Shafilea's murder. She told the authorities that her parents were pressuring Shafilea to be married, and in a fit of rage, they put a plastic bag over Shafilea's face and choked her to death. After killing her, they disposed of the body, assuming it would never be found. But owing to the flood, the body was recovered. Both Iftika and Farzana Ahmed were arrested. Over the next 1.5 years, the case proceeded in court. Finally, in May 2012, they were found guilty of murdering their daughter and both were sentenced to life in prison. They remain in prison to this day.